SoFi investors, stock market investors, what is going on? My name is Jason and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the video, if you could hit that like button, it really does help us get into that YouTube algorithm. All right, SoFi stock had an incredible day today, up almost 6%, 5.75%, and we're up 2 more cents in after hours, guys. An incredible day. It's been a nice little run for SoFi over the past month, up around 7%. Year to date, we are in the green, right? Earlier in the year, we did touch around $18. Then we dropped all the way down, almost getting cut in half, down all the way into the $9 range. And now we're starting to recover back again. Really exciting stuff, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Are you buying SoFi at these levels or are you selling? I have some interesting news for you guys that I want to share with all of you SoFi investors, and that is in regards to insider trading of SoFi stock. If you take a look at the graph here, the timeline is on the bottom and the SoFi stock price is on the left. We saw in green tons of buying on this sell-off back in 2022, a little bit in 2023, and then some nibbles earlier in 2024. But we have seen a very different trend over the last year for insider trading with SoFi stock, right? We have not seen anyone in the company that is an insider buy SoFi stock since all the way back in December of 2024, guys. It has just been constant selling. 87,000 shares. 87,000 shares. Buy, you sell, Magdalena, 2 huge sales. And then Kelly Keough, 11,000 shares. Kelly Keough again, 11,000 shares. Kelly Keough again, 11,000 shares. So Jeremy Rochelle also made a big sale of 68,000 shares back in March. Kelly Keough sold again in February. She's got to be almost out of shares by now. She sold again in January, again in February, again in December. And then Jeremy Rochelle, the Chief Technology Officer, sold 64,000 shares back in December. And then Eric Schopenhauer did buy some shares, 30,000 back in December, right? Here are some more, talking about the insider trading. And I have some hedge fund activity up here. We have Silver Lake, 2 Sigma, ARK Invest, and Norges Bank, 2 Sigma, all removing tons of shares from their positions, and then Bank of America and QB Research adding to their positions. If we take a look over here, guys, at ARK Invest, we can see they sold a ton of SoFi shares. Kathy Wood has been awful with timing. It seems like that has struck again. She sold 78% of her position in SoFi stock. But like I said, guys, a lot of selling over the last year and not a ton of buying at all whatsoever. We haven't had a major buy. Just look, these are all sales. How does Kelly Keough still have shares? She's been selling so many shares. Jeremy Rochelle, he's got to be close to be getting out of shares too. And ANthony NOTO, the CEO, the last time he bought shares was 30,000 shares back in June of 2024. If we take a look at SoFi stock, we'll see where that was back in June 2024. Right? Where are we? Boop, 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 boop. June is right. Yeah, in that $6 range. That was an absolute steal. We've more than doubled up since then. But as we continue to run up and the metrics of SoFi don't look as good, a lot of insiders are selling the stock. If we go over here on Yahoo Finance, over to statistics, we could definitely see the current market cap coming in around $15.5 billion, up from $7 billion back in March of 2024. The forward PE is coming around in the 47 range, which is pretty freaking high. But, it's not as high as it was back in December of 2024 and June of 2024. So PEG ratio coming in around 2. Price to sales is definitely up there too. Price to book, I want to be buying this stock under 2 for a bank at the price to book. Price to sales is a little bit high as well. So the stock is continuing to get a little bit ahead of itself, right? Earnings will be here before you know it. If we take a look, this is one of my little baby accounts here on Robinhood. We're going to go, I have, 306 shares of SoFi in this little baby account. And if we take a look, this is the trading trends. Robinhood, starting to pick up some juice here lately. But hedge funds, they've been, selling. Insiders, same thing, not a lot of buying and some selling. Robinhood, we sold a lot in the last, couple months. But now we did see a green bar here, so maybe that buying will start to continue. And then I want to take a look here, guys, at the earnings per share. We're expected to report earnings July 29th. So we're about a month and a half away. And this is kind of when it starts, when we start to see a run up in the stock price, right? And then hopefully we could keep it up there and not sell off. I'm expecting big things from this earnings report. There is no estimates on Robinhood what the EPS is going to be quite yet, but I'm gonna expect in that 5 to 8 cents range. But yeah, I just want to bring this to your attention, guys, and show you we haven't had a major purchase of SoFi stock since June of 2024. So it's been exactly a year, right, of consistent, a ridiculous amount of selling from insiders, right? We had one purchase of 30,000 shares back in December, which is nothing to sneeze at. But since then, it's been all sales for SoFi stock. We could see these red bars, tons of selling of SoFi stock from insiders. So that is definitely something to be aware of, guys, especially as, this valuation gets pushed up and some of these metrics are kind of lagging behind, like the price to sales and the price to book and all these other metrics that kind of get us thinking about where we should be buying SoFi stock. For me, I'm holding on to my position. I own around 5,000 shares in all of my different portfolios. But I'm probably not a buyer until we get under $12 a share. Under 12 bucks, probably more like under 10 bucks, I'll start to add to positions and kind of fill out towards 10,000 shares, right? I think I'm actually closing in on around 6,000 shares, but I want to let you know, the stock has some really good momentum right now, guys. Great week, great day today, up almost 6%, monster day. And there was a sell-off, earlier last week on the 15th, right? So, that was, late last night, actually. In after hours trading, it went down to $13.99, almost $1 up since then. But we are, year to date, we're right around positive, right? And 1 year, we're up 131%. So SoFi investors, that is a great gain in 1 year, up 131%. But insiders are selling. I want to make you aware of it. Make sure you like and subscribe for more stock market and SoFi information. Peace.